Okay, so have you ever spent like hours and hours making these incredible music production tutorials,
Yeah.
gear reviews, maybe even like full-blown courses, just like Claudio does. And then, let's be real, you put your heart and soul into this stuff, but the views, they're just trickling in.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you see this like 10-second flashy jingle, and it's got millions of hits overnight.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you wonder, right? Like, what's the point? Is it even worth all the effort?
You're not alone.
So in this deep dive, we're really going to dig into Claudio's channel
Okay.
and try to answer that very question. Is it worth it?
I think what's fascinating about Claudio is how he kind of ignores those, like, those flashy trends, the stuff that goes viral really quickly.
Right.
He's just laser focused on, that deep knowledge. For music producers, especially like the Reaper and Logic Pro users.
Yeah, very specific.
He's made tons of resources, tutorials, in-depth reviews, even whole courses.
Right.
It's that dedication, I think, to a specific niche, a specific audience. Those are the people who really crave that kind of in-depth stuff. And that sets him apart,
It's true. And we can't ignore the algorithm. We all know it can like make or break you in terms of visibility.
Totally.
It's hard to compete with those quick, catchy videos, the ones that are practically designed to like hijack your attention.
Yeah.
But music production, it's different, right? I mean, that audience, they're not just looking for a quick dopamine hit.
Right.
They actually want to learn.
Exactly.
They want to improve their skills.
Right.
And that's where someone like Claudio really shines, I think.
Totally. For example, he's got this recent tutorial where he breaks down, it's a complex sidechain compression technique.
Okay.
Using Reaper's built-in plugins.
Nice.
But he doesn't just show you the how-to steps.
Right.
He actually explains the why.
Oh, cool.
Like why each decision matters.
Oh, that's interesting.
All the little nuances that make the final mix sound so much better. Wow.
That's what serious music producers are looking for. It's not the kind of stuff you can squeeze into, a 10-second soundbite.
That's such a good point. It's easy to get sucked into the whole virality thing.
Yeah.
But Claudio's approach, it really shows that there's this hunger, like a real hunger for in-depth, structured, educational content.
Yeah.
In the music world specifically.
For sure.
He's found this way to take like these complex concepts and make them accessible and engaging.
Exactly. And that leads to another, I think, crucial aspect of content creation, particularly in, a niche like music production. Finding your own voice and building trust with your audience. Claudio does this by being super transparent in his tutorials.
How so?
Like he's sharing his screen, showing his thought process. He's even like not afraid to mess up.
Yeah.
Make mistakes along the way.
I think that's so key. It's something that like people often miss. Yeah. That authenticity, and vulnerability.
It really connects with people, especially with something technical and honestly kind of intimidating. Like music production can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about human connection,
Yeah.
Right? Showing your audience that you're in the trenches with them.
Yeah.
Learning and growing together.
Totally. And that's where I think Claudio's focus on, the cutting edge stuff comes in.
What do you mean?
Like AI music generation, for instance.
Oh, interesting.
He's not just teaching the same old techniques.
Right.
He's out there exploring, like, the frontiers of what's possible in music production.
Wow.
That forward-thinking approach, it positions him as a leader.
Thought leader, yeah.
Someone who's shaping the future of the field.
Okay, so let's be honest. No matter how good your content is, you're bound to run into negativity online.
It's true.
And music production. It's like a magnet for those know-it-alls.
Oh, for sure.
The armchair critics.
Yeah.
It comes with the territory.
Dealing with that negativity, it's tough. It can really get to you, you know? Makes you doubt yourself, your work.
So how do we handle that? Like, how do we filter out all that noise and stay focused on the positive impact we're trying to make?
Right. I think one thing that Claudio does really well is just focusing on the value he's giving, to his audience. He knows he can't please everyone.
Of course.
And that sometimes, like, the criticism, it might be coming from a place of, like, insecurity or just, misunderstanding his whole point.
Right.
But by sticking to his mission to share knowledge and help others learn, he kind of rises above all of that.
That's so important, right? Remembering your why.
Yeah.
Like the whole reason you even started making content in the first place.
Yeah, for sure.
For Claudio, it seems like it's that genuine desire to demystify music production,
Yeah.
make it less intimidating.
Yeah.
Empower people to be creative.
It's about that creative expression, for sure.
And, that passion is contagious. Like when you watch his videos, you can feel it, right?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
His excitement to share what he knows.
It's inspiring.
And it makes you want to, dive in.
Yeah.
Experiment. Push your own boundaries.
Exactly.
It brings us back to this whole question, though, right? Is it worth it?
Yeah.
I mean, we see Claudio putting in all this work, the detailed tutorials, the explanations, constantly learning new techniques.
Right.
It's got to be challenging.
Yeah.
For
sure.
The algorithm, the negativity, just keeping up with everything.
Yeah. It changes so fast.
But he keeps going.
He does.
Why?
Because for Claudio, it's not just about the numbers, the subscribers, the views. It's about something bigger.
Okay.
Building a community,
Mm-hmm.
Sharing that passion for music.
Yeah.
Making a real impact on the field.
It's like planting seeds. You might not see the results right away.
Right.
But over time, those seeds, they can grow into something amazing. Think about all the producers out there who learned from Claudio, who are making music they never thought possible.
Yeah.
That's a legacy that goes way beyond any single video or metric.
Exactly. And it shows how important it is to play the long game.
Yeah.
Content creation, it's about consistency, it's about quality, and really wanting to connect with your audience.
But genuine connection.
Yeah. Those are the things that create a lasting impact.
And Claudio's story, it's proof of that.
For sure.
It's funny, when we think about success,
Mm-hmm.
especially in content creation, we often just go straight to those numbers, right?
Totally. The views, the likes, all that.
Yeah, the subscribers, the shares. But Claudio's journey, it makes you rethink all of that.
It does.
What does success really mean?
Right.
It's about the value you create, the community you build,
Yeah.
the ripple effect of your work.
And it's also about your own growth.
Oh, that's a good point.
Think about Claudio's journey since he started his channel. He's constantly learning, experimenting, pushing himself to get better.
Right.
That's a huge accomplishment in itself.
I love that. It shifts the focus, from needing outside validation to finding that fulfillment from within.
Exactly.
It's about enjoying the process of creating.
Yeah.
Sharing your knowledge, your passion with the world.
Yeah. And when you do that, when you find that perfect balance, when your passion and what your audience needs line up, that's where the magic happens.
There's really clicks.
Yeah.
So for anyone out there listening, all you music producers, think about why you started making those tutorials, those gear reviews, those in-depth courses.
Yeah.
Was it that feeling of nailing the perfect drum loop? Or maybe it was the joy of, helping someone else unlock their own creative potential.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, hold on to that.
Hold on to that.
It's what's going to keep you going, when the algorithm is being a pain.
Yeah.
Or when you get that negative comment that just tries to bring you down.
It's so easy to get bogged down in that stuff.
Yeah. And remember, you're not alone in this. There's this whole community of music producers out there.
A huge community.
They're all facing the same challenges.
Exactly.
Trying to make their mark,
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to connect with other people, share what,
Totally.
learn from each other's experiences. I think that collaboration, that support, it's so crucial in anything creative, especially something as, technical as music production.
I agree.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Claudio's channel, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
What's that unique value that you bring to the world of music production? What's your signature sound, your teaching style? What's that special sauce that makes you you?
Yeah.
I guarantee you've got it.
It's there.
And the world is waiting to see it, to hear it.
Keep creating.
Keep creating.
Keep innovating.
Keep innovating.
And keep inspiring.
Keep inspiring each other. Until next time, happy music making.